everybody is zooming. You gotta try it. It is so scary. They are
in August last year we were there.
zooming, zooming, and they're like.
I spun out at least twice.
No
but,
way.
yeah.
And I'm like, nee, like, okay, being cautious.
You know, Rockstar has become like a different thing altogether, right? It's a huge cult now.
Yeah. How many years has it been?
15?
No, not that bad.
13, 12, 13 years. 12, 13 years.
Yeah, 12, 13. Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this necklace Thunderbolt you got going on.
Yeah.
Does it mean anything or is it just for fun?
No, I love Thor.
Oh my God, really?
But hello Nargis, welcome to the Dubai journey. How are you doing?
Very good. How are you?
So very well. You have OCD, I've been told. So will you like want some...
I used to have OCD.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you not an OCD person anymore?
It's calmed down.
Can we take an exit from here or do we take
No,
this
you have
exit?
to go in a circle. So you can either make a U-turn or you can go this way.
Let's go that way then.
Yes. I just had to talk myself out of it, but it took a long time. I think I was OCD for about 2 years.
Yeah?
So actually, I was OCD before COVID.
Ah.
Yeah. So now
So it must
after
have been,
COVID,
it must
people...
have been easy for you then.
Yes,
during
very
COVID.
easy, very easy. And I was quite happy that people would start washing their hands because now it was being told...
Made more sense.
To wash your hands.
I know that feeling. I know, but at least during the first wave when everybody coughed.
Yes, it was like...
who's that?
And they gave you death stare, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell me about this area. What we do is whatever place we're in, if you have a story with it, you should go ahead and tell us.
A story with this area? I mean, what story?
Okay, so I'll just tell them we're on Al Sahel Street.
Yeah, we're downtown.
Yeah. Business financial center.
Yeah, downtown. Just say downtown
Downtown.
Dubai. Yeah. We're close to Business Bay. We're close to the
Burj Khalifa.
DIFC. We're close to Burj Khalifa. I love it here because it reminds me of New York in the sense of you can walk everywhere and you have the Burj right there and everything is just around it. So I really enjoy that part.
Super fun.
Yeah.
New York, since you mentioned it. I love New York. I studied there.
Oh, awesome. Where'd you study?
New York Film Academy.
Oh, amazing.
14th
That's
Street,
14th
Union
Street.
Square.
Yeah, very good.
It's a heritage building that I went to.
Yes.
So I'm really proud of that.
Awesome.
But you were born in Queens.
Yes, sir.
Please tell me about that.
I mean, born and raised in Queens. So yes, I'm a true New Yorker. And I guess the journey of being brought up in Queens, New York was quite an interesting one. I'm very grateful that I was born and raised in that city because it made me who I am, a very tough, confident, fearless human.
Yeah.
Very well aware of who I am and my surroundings. I think New York City itself teaches the kids who are raised there a lot.
True.
Like survival.
Yeah?
Yeah. Instinct. It teaches you to trust your instincts because you just never know what can happen at any moment.
That's true, actually.
So it might sound weird to say that, but it's actually a great skill to have. Because I think when you're sheltered, you don't have that because you don't have to worry too much.
That's true.
But when you're in a big city with so many different kinds of people and so many things happening and you just don't know what to expect. So you're always on like a high alert.
A lot of Desis will always say that if you're born in Queens or you've lived in New York, you would have faced some amount of racism. Did you happen to have any?
Yes, it's funny though because I grew up in a predominantly African American neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I was like the only Packy Czech girl. Childhood was very different.
Could I have you just get that in?
Yeah,
it's
turn it in.
Bumped, yeah.
Like that?
Yep. Oh, perfect. Now we're talking because it's very important to monitor traffic.
Definitely. I've been in a few accidents, me not driving, so I don't want to be in another one. It's always
someone
else.
Really?
Yeah, like 4 car accidents.
What?
Can you imagine? Not like, one was pretty bad, but a lot of them were like just smash against the bumper, but you really feel the whiplash. Yeah, not fun.
And a concussion after?
No concussion, but definitely whiplash.
Ouch.
Yeah, so neck stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but the seatbelts are very important. So we're always wearing seatbelts.
Yes.
On the Dubai journey, please wear seatbelts.
Always wear your seatbelts, yes. And
do not
always
overspeed.
Do not overspeed. Do not look at your phone. Do not text your girlfriends, friends, whatever.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the road.
Perfect.
So,
African American neighborhood with the Paki check woman.
Yeah. And it was quite interesting. Growing up, I don't know what to say about it. It was just very interesting. It was a different time. We were all outside mostly. These days I feel like a lot of people are in their houses watching, TV or on the computer or on like social media. So there was more like childhood
That's just
interaction.
our generation thing, no?
Yeah, it's so different. It's so different. We actually played outside with rocks and sticks. We used to have an imagination and pretend we were princesses and I don't know what,
Make
and
castles.
monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to run because we lived in, I don't know if you know what, we call it projects.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you lived in New York,
Yeah.
you'd see those big buildings, the really tall ones.
Yeah, the cramped.
Yeah,
neighborhood.
So that's where I grew up. So it was kind of fun because we used to play these games like Manhunt or Hide and Seek, and we would be running throughout the buildings, hiding in garbage dumpsters, on the
Oh my
rooftops.
God.
Yeah, it was insane, but it was so much fun. It was different.
I'm sure. So then you started studying in and around that area, but you also started teaching very early on.
Oh, where are you getting this information?
There's apparently some research about how you taught some arts and crafts, etc.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people write stuff, but then they, I guess, misinterpret and mess things up. But
please tell us the
so
OG
actually
story.
I went to school and I had studied fine arts and psychology.
Correct.
And I thought I would become a teacher, but I quickly learned that was not the job for me. But also as a teenager, I went to a Jewish camp and worked there when I was old enough. For a couple of years.
You chose something like that?
I don't think I chose it. I think it chose me. My mom is European and she was very into outdoors and nature. So she always tried to find a place to send me for the summers because she didn't want me to be an inner city child stuck only with buildings, running around in the streets.
Yeah.
She wanted me to experience nature and...
I like that about parents generally, where they make sure that the kids are involved and their energies are spent in that kind of activity.
Yes, yes, that is really wonderful of her, and I appreciate that she really tried really hard because she was a single parent, so it was quite difficult for her.
A lot of shit is peddled on the internet, and I don't think you should all believe it all the time.
True.
Yeah, if there are experts saying it, then it's a different thing. But then just
even then, I would beg to differ. By the way.
Oh, I know where this is coming from.
Yeah.
It's the white bread, brown bread conversation that she's just spoken about very recently on Instagram.
But I can also say that from experience because I remember there was a time in my life I was unwell and I went to many doctors around the world and no one diagnosed me properly.
What, are you intolerant to things?
Well, I don't want to get into what it was, but it was something that they were telling me, no, it's fine. There's nothing. It seems to be fine. And then when I started asking for like blood work or certain things, they were wondering, oh my gosh, why does your blood work look like that? So they couldn't even diagnose me. And I ended up diagnosing myself and then meeting a doctor, speaking to them. And then they confirmed, yes, this is what the issue is. So through my own experience, I've learned that sometimes even the professional is not correct. And that's why I truly, truly believe that it is so important that humans take responsibility of yourself. You should know your body. You should be in tune with your body to feel what's wrong.
I agree.
And many people ignore their issues because like, oh, I'm just tired, I need sleep. Or, oh, I can't think today because of they make up things. But these could be little signs that your body's showing you that something is not okay or you're not eating properly or something's happening.
Yeah.
And, even though the internet is crazy, I also believe that we are very lucky to have it.
Oh, touch wood for that, yes,
because
of course.
there's a plethora of information out there that you actually can go there and find information and learn.
Yeah, you can be self-learned, self-taught.
Yes, and I'm not saying just randomly see any article and read it and believe it. That's the part you have to trust yourself and know yourself. But there's also like Stanford medical things out there, which I used to read to try to figure out what's going on. And the NHS, some like government hospital stuff I would read, which is very boring, but
It's interesting
I read
to
it
read
because
yeah.
it was very interesting for me, and it helped me discover whatever was wrong with me.
You began with modeling, right?
Yes.
So how did that happen? Let's talk about that then.
That happened because I was really tall and skinny when I was young, and all my friends were like, you should be a model, you should be a model. And then I was like, no, because I was an awkward child. But then people would, try to get me to agencies from the street, scouts and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but my mom's like, no, you have to finish school. You can't do this. She wanted me to be like a doctor, engineer, or something.
Typical.
Typical, yeah. And she's not even Indian.
Yeah,
she's
she's
European.
Czech. Yeah, she's European.
Yeah. So I couldn't do that when I was young, but when I got older, I realized that if you're a model, you can travel around the world. So I said, oh my God, what a great opportunity for
Easy
me to
peasy.
see the world.
Yeah.
That means that I can leave this place, leave Queens, leave these projects, go to anywhere in the world, find an agency, and look, they'll get me work, and I can live there.
Yep.
And so that's what I did.
Lovely. I love that. It's almost like, you had a thing for being scouted in random. Isn't that what happened with Imtiaz Ali as well?
Yes.
Can you tell us that story?
So, I mean, I feel like I've told that story many times.
I know, but like...
But what I'd love to add, that my life has been very interesting. I don't know if people believe in manifesting or what you think about becomes reality. But a lot of the things that I've done in my life, I already visualized it. Maybe not as per what happened, not exactly what happened.
Yeah.
But one of the things before Rockstar that I wished for and prayed for and really truly wanted to know is who I am.
Oh yeah?
Because I grew up in New York, and like I said, I grew up in a neighborhood
Correct.
without anyone who was from my heritage.
Yeah.
So I'm very American, but I wanted to know, who am I? Because I'm first generation. And
That's
my
true.
mom didn't talk about my dad too much, and she didn't really talk about her upbringing or life. And I started asking questions, and I didn't really get answers. So it was upsetting, and there was this deep desire, honest desire inside of me. And as I'm living my life, traveling, doing things, I also became fed up with modeling. I said, oh, it's so boring. Like, I want to do something different. And I actually picked up the brochure from the New York Culinary Arts School, which I'm sure you also know about that school. So I said, oh, maybe I'll cook. So then, as I'm thinking about becoming, like, enrolling in chef school, some other things happen, and I get an email to come audition for something.
Oh wow.
Come to find out, there's someone in India, and they're asking me to audition. I'm like, I've never been to India. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not this. I'm not even Indian. I don't speak the language, blah, blah, blah. Then they said, oh, sorry, we thought you were an Indian model living in Bombay.
Oh wow.
And before that, I actually did a job in Greece. My story is crazy. It's just all over the place. I did a job in Greece for a jewelry ad, which was for India. So I didn't know that my face was on billboards in India. Because, as a model, you do a job, you don't really care, you just get paid and you move on.
That's what I've heard the story. I know the story. Yes,
it's
of
like
course.
we're like these traveling nomads, gypsies.
Yes, of course.
Which is amazing. I love it. Best experience of my life. So then she again wrote me saying, are you sure? Do you think you can come in audition? The director would like to meet you.
This is before the Kingfisher calendar? Or the
no,
Kingfisher?
Actually, so that's, if you want to know everything that leads up to it. There's a whole nother thing where I was living in Singapore. And I'm modeling in Singapore, and I get this call for a bathing suit calendar. They're like, oh, they want you for a bathing suit calendar. They said Kingfisher. I was like, what is that? I don't know what Kingfisher is. I never heard of it. Because I've never been to India. It's an Indian beer, right?
Yes, of course.
Never heard of it. They're like, oh, you get paid this amount of money and you get to model bikinis in Thailand on the beach.
Sweet.
Fab, I'll take it. Yeah, why not? Oh my God, model bikinis on the beach
travel?
and
Yes,
get
of course.
paid. Yeah. What was it? Koh Samui, Six Senses? Of course. Anyways, long story short, so I lived in Singapore, then I moved somewhere else again, and then I ended up in Denmark, and then that's when the email came for the audition. Oh, I was in Greece, sorry. After Singapore, I went to Greece, and that jewelry campaign
What a globetrotter you are.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
just casually talking about, I think I was there. I was there. Koh Samui? Oh, why not? Yeah.
I swear I used to say the airplane's my taxi, my Uber ride. It's so crazy.
That's how Rockstar happened.
That's how it happened. And the crazy part is that the girl who was writing me, who's still my friend, by the way, to this day, and I'm so grateful for her friendship. She said, oh, the director will be in Prague, and Czech Republic is where my mom's from, and he would still like to meet you. So I was like, what the hell? Let me go meet this person. If he's weird, I'll kick him in the balls and I'll run. Like I had my New York out. I'm ready to fight people.
Oh yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so I'm not afraid. I know how to fight people or cut people. You learn that when you're like 6, you know what I'm saying? In the hood. I go, and this strange man with big curly hair, very nice, good aura. So obviously my instinct kicks in to judge the character.
Yeah.
Good person, very nice, felt safe. Told me the most beautiful story I've ever heard in my life. I literally saw the whole movie in my head when he was telling me the story, and I just fell in love with the story. And he said, if you come to India, we can help you, try to teach you the language and see what we can do. I said, I don't know, because obviously that's a huge thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know anybody. Like, how could I just go there? But after a couple of weeks, they asked again. And I said, okay, fine, I'll just go and try. Because you can only live once in life. You got to take a chance.
Now you're straight shooting in Kashmir after.
Yeah, so I said the worst thing that can happen is that I do this, I learn something new, and that's it, and I leave. The best thing that can happen is that I learn about my culture, my heritage, because we were in Punjab, we were in Kashmir, and then we were in my mom's country.
Yeah. So tell me this, I absolutely adore you in Rockstar.
Thank you.
I was a fan from the moment I saw you, but Rockstar's become like a different thing altogether, right? It's a huge cult now.
Yeah. How many years has it been?
15?
No, not that bad.
13, 12, 13 years. 12, 13 years.
Yeah, 12, 13. Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. But there's memes with your face sometimes. There's all kinds of fun stuff written, and like there's some music bits that they'll cut out and they'll cry with it. And you're just like, TikTok, why do you have to be like this?
Really? You see that on TikTok? Oh my.
Okay, so how was Ranbir, and do you remember Delhi? Do you remember from filming those scenes?
Yes. I remember. You just made so many flashes of things.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously working with Ranbir was like a blessing now that I look like in hindsight, but at the time I didn't know who he was. I didn't know anything. I was like, who's this dorky guy?
Really?
I was like, I don't know him. I don't know anybody.
He has a dorky look also in the beginning.
But he's very cool and so much fun to get to work with such amazing people, and I learned so much, but I had no idea who they were, which was probably great because I just
then you're just acting
enjoyed them for who they are. You know, there was no like awe, or I wasn't nervous.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know who they were. And so when you don't know, you don't care. You're just like, I just want to like have fun in life. But I really had a great time, and a lot of jokes, a lot of funny moments, me messing up my lines. Just the dialogues in general were funny, you know? So, you know, we would do our scenes and then we'd laugh at ourselves, you know? So
they dubbed your lines though. Did that hurt?
They did. They dubbed my lines because my American accent was so, I think,
visible,
prominent, and he didn't want people to hear that, to take away from the acting. I got a funny story.
Yeah, please tell us.
So I recently went go-karting, and now mind you,
to the sports center?
Yeah. It was pretty cool, and people were like really into it. They were no joke. They were they were believing they were F1 racers. I was scared.
Where did you score, if I may ask?
Wait, let me tell you the story, then you'll see.
Okay. Then I'll know by the end of it.
So I told you earlier, I've been in a couple of car accidents. I wasn't driving. It was in New York in my younger days. So I did have an issue. Like I have an issue with my neck.
I'm sure.
And I'm not allowed, or I shouldn't be going on roller coasters and stuff, which I never listened either. So that probably didn't help.
I'm sure.
So in the last couple of years, I had a lot of pain, you know, and I was, you know, trying to figure out how to fix it, which I did okay. Getting physical therapy, exercising, weightlifting, reduced the pain. But still it was there and stiff. I went go-karting and I was scared, and I said to everybody, I said, listen, you guys don't bump me or anything. Don't do anything stupid. Just let me be. Because I have my neck issue, and God forbid I get whiplash again, my whole head might fall off.
Yes.
So I said, cool, leave Nargis. She'll find her way. Everybody is zooming. You got to try it. It is so scary.
In August last year, we were there.
Zooming. And they're like,
I spun out at least twice.
no
but,
way.
yeah.
And I'm like, like, okay, being cautious. I'm like, okay, wait, I gotta slow down. Freaking one of my friends pull up next to me, hey, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm trying to go fast, and he's going fast, and we're going fast together, and he's just making sure, yeah, you're good? I'm like, good. Somebody bangs him from the back, and he flew in front of me, parallel, and I, by accident, pressed the gas and slammed into him so hard. All I heard was crack, 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 crack. And I just had a tear in my eye. And my whole body was shaking. I'm like, I'm dead. I'm like, that's it. I'm going to the hospital. So I'm driving real slow, and I just get out. So I was zero. I was the last person. So I took things off. I put the car, I got out, and I'm like about to cry because I'm like, I'm so scared to turn my head. So I wait a few minutes, and then all of a sudden I turn my head, and I swear to God, there was no pain.
You were like, I'm alive.
Yeah, and I could move my head back, and I'm still okay. So
but you weren't able to before?
Yeah, so I couldn't move my head like this. I could only be up to here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Ouch,
now...
that must have hurt for life.
Yeah, but you get used to different things, you know? You just get used to it. Like I said, if we don't listen to ourselves, we get used to things.
Yeah.
So can you imagine that go-karting ride was like the ultimate chiropractic session I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, you were just like, and back in life.
And even to this day, this was like a month ago.
Yeah.
I'm still okay. I still could turn my head.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to give a quick shout out to the folks who've given us this Corvette.
Yeah, can I drink some water?
Yes, please.
Okay.
A special shout out to Yousco Car Rental and One Click Drive.
We're just going to go pick somebody up and bounce.
Which villa, sir?
I'm not sure.
It's a private area, sir.
Okay, so then can I just turn around? I didn't know this was private.
I don't even know where I am. I'm like, where is this? Are we in Jumeirah?
Yes, we are in Jumeirah, on the Jumeirah Road.
Okay.
And right now we are in Jumeirah Bay.
Yeah.
But I want to go and I wanted that view, that whole skyline of Dubai.
Yeah, did you
I
get
love
it?
this place for that. No, we're going to go and
okay.
Nice clothes that my stylist gave us. So,
yeah, you look good.
Decent, no?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm into it. I was noticing the cut of the shirt. It's really
a very
cool with the
interesting
hood.
thing. It's very youthful, very Gen Z.
Yeah. I like this necklace, Thunderbolt you got going on.
Yeah.
Does it mean anything or is it just for fun?
No, I love Thor.
Oh my God, really?
So then you moved around in Mumbai. You stayed in India for a very long time then, yes?
Yeah. So then, so that beginning time, so I stayed in that hotel. I didn't leave my room for 2 days. I went downstairs looking for a SIM card, and I got scared because I was like, it looked like a war zone because the roads were all messed up. I was like, oh my God. And I'm all alone, and I'm a girl, and I only saw men. I was like, oh my God, where's the women? I'm so scared. Let me go back up. So I went back up, and it took me a couple more hours, and I said, let me build the courage to go back down and ask someone to help me. And obviously, I didn't know any Hindi or anything, but one great man, he spoke a little English, and I explained I need a SIM card, and he got it for me.
Ah, nice.
So that, I thank you to that guy. I don't know who he is or where he is, but thanks for being so helpful. And then I contacted the people that I met when I shot the jewelry campaign, because I was like, I cannot be here alone. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. So they were so kind to take care of me for like a month or two. And
there's always these kind folks in Mumbai that you meet. Yeah,
it's so wonderful to be kind to others. And then finally I got an apartment. I think it was on Hill Road. It was near the cemetery. And I only lasted 3 days.
Wow, why?
Yeah, because 3 or 4 days, because I kept having this weird dream and waking up at 3:33 in the morning.
Oh, it was haunted for sure then.
Yes, and not only that, all my jewelry that I had ended up getting stolen by the maid that someone recommended. But obviously I was new and I didn't know how to report anything. So I unfortunately lost a couple of pieces of jewelry that were sentimental. I mean, they were real, but also had sentimental value. That was quite sad. But it's okay. You move on with it, and I'm not a materialistic thing. It's fine, blah, blah, blah. But the hauntedness was crazy. I mean, this dream was so scary. It was a man that looked like a ghost. He was like 6'5", white, scary, pale guy that would take me to the cemetery, and then he would dig his hand in the cemetery and pull up bones of people and eat the flesh and ask me to eat some. That was my dream. 4 days in a row.
Very vivid.
Yeah, it never leaves my head. And then
I hope it doesn't haunt me now.
I left. I called the team. I said, hey, I don't want to live here. Can I come back to Delhi and stay with you guys? So I went back. I went to Delhi, yeah. And they had someone come collect my stuff, pack my things. And they said they found like 6 dead baby birds in my cabinet. Isn't that weird?
Ouch.
I don't know what was happening there. I'm very used to moving anywhere and everywhere because that's just been my life for many, many years.
Yeah.
And I love Dubai. I think Dubai is a place where you can find anything and everything. I feel...
Land of opportunity, as they call it.
Now it seems like there's more opportunity because it's booming here. I think last year they said they sold like 1 billion in real estate.
Wow.
Yeah, so many foreigners have come to move over. You see a huge mix of people.
That's true.
Yeah, from Europe, and even I think some Americans are coming, and then obviously we have Indians and Pakistanis, Bangladesh. We have everybody from everywhere. It's wonderful. It's like Queens. It's like a melting pot.
I was just about to say that. Doesn't it feel like New York now?
Yes, it does. In some way, it really does. I also love that I can walk everywhere in downtown.
Yes, you told us that.
Like, that's my major thing. I just love walking.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's also a thing that you get from New York. After you come back from New York, you're like, let's walk everywhere.
Yeah, isn't
Why
it
not?
nice? And you lose weight too.
Yes, 100%.
Did you lose some weight?
15,000 steps on the first day we arrived here.
Seriously.
Dubai places that you love to go to and eat food at.
So, I mean, now I love to eat at my home because I love to cook.
Uh-huh.
But some of the places that I love, do you know Moti Mahal?
Yes, I know Moti Mahal.
In Business Bay?
Yes, of
my
course.
Favorite.
It's
But
the go-to foodies
then
paradise.
I discovered Gazebo.
Oh, I haven't been to Gazebo.
Oh, please go to Gazebo.
Is it also Indian
Business
food?
Bay. Yeah, Indian food.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Muhammad Iqbal's is not a sit down, but a takeaway. Also nice, and I like it. But then there's so many other cuisines out there. Greek food, Namos is super fancy and fun.
Oh, yeah?
So I like a combination of super fancy and fun, and then chilled out home food.
Do you do street food here as well?
I have
Like falafels or
not.
shawarma?
No, I haven't gone to do street food, but I would like to.
And Al-Seef, have you been to Al-Seef?
I haven't, but I heard I should go.
Yes, you should.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go.
We were there yesterday.
Oh, you were? Okay, awesome.
Yes. Do you have any favorite like Dubai slangs or words? Yalla is just
Yalla.
like
Habibi.
yeah. These are the go-to words.
Yeah.
I think they're very popular internationally as well.
Yes, that's why when you say only Dubai, I'm like, wait a minute, I hear that.
Everywhere.
But also you have to remember, I have an array, or I have a melting pot of friends from all over the world because of my travels. So I'm very used to hearing different phrases.
Is there any
well.
favorite like anywhere slang that you have, or like your go-to words?
I do like Habibi
Yes.
and Yalla.
Yeah.
I remember living in Singapore, they would always say La.
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 So,
but like, what Hindi can you speak at the get-go right now if you had to?
I mean, now I would be self-conscious, so I probably wouldn't say anything. But I definitely know all the curses,
Yeah.
which I won't say because it's so gross.
You should just try us. We do a bit where we have the slangs. So,
Slang? I
yeah.
just know curses.
Yeah, the curses are fine. I think if you just go, if you want to
I
take
think
a
I
go
might
at
get
it.
in trouble.
No, we don't do that to get you in trouble. We just like
Banchot.
benchot. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
one word.
Benchot is also like it's an emotion, right?
What about mother chot?
Motherchot is the gali.
Yeah, right?
That's the full gali.
Gand.
Gandu.
Gandu.
Gand is just like you're trying to tell people about like organ. It's like chutia.
Sir, your gand is very big. That's it? That's
Well
okay?
done. Good job. You tried.
I tried.
You go to the
What
gym
else?
for sure.
Yeah. What is this Bosri ki?
Bosri ke.
It's also, right? I
That's
heard
also
that.
an organ made into a gali.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lund? Is
That's
that another
also
organ?
yeah again.
Well, see,
organ.
why do people like remember all the bad stuff?
I think it's about knowing the 100 words of a language or 1,000 words of the language,
Yeah.
and then you'll become adept. But then we tend to pick up the cuss words for sure.
Because my German is really bad.
But can you give us the abuses in German?
There was one that's I mean I can't remember too much, but there's one. Halt's Maul, dumm Schwitzer, deine Mund stinkt. Shut up, dumbass, your breath stinks.
Oh wow, really? That's nice.
But why that stays with me, I don't know.
I know a really intense Italian cuss word.
You do tell me.
Mutache tua.
Mutache tua.
Yeah,
what
it's
does that
basically fuck you, your grandfather, and your whole generation.
mean? Wow.
Like your whole like ancestry.
Mutache tua.
Yeah, mutache tua.
Mutache tua.
That's it. Like you just have to complain with
Like this.
with the hand. Yeah.
Stunad. That's another one.
Yeah.
Stunad.
So then tell me, we coming back to Bollywood a little because
Yes.
how does the second film then happen?
Madras Cafe.
Yes, because
Oh,
Shujita
yeah.
is an intense character. Yeah, he's a great director, but he
Shujit.
has his ways. Yeah,
You know him?
yeah. I tried to assist him in the
He's
in
great.
the days. Yeah.
He's quiet.
Yes, that's the problem, right?
Yeah. He's so quiet.
Because you can tell when a person talks a lot, you can tell a bunch of their emotions.
But you know what? He used to always laugh when I would come on set.
What are you saying? Why is that?
Yes, I don't know why. Then he just said I was funny.
You were a journalist in that film, right?
Yes. I mean, I definitely was interesting or strange to other people because obviously I come from a different culture and I behaved differently and I was very loud and open, talked a lot, said whatever I wanted to. So, and you know, he's the total opposite. Quiet,
Yes,
you know,
focused.
focused, like really.
This is not your character.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me this.
Yes.
Do you have a thing for cars?
Back in the day, I remember when I got my first car, I mean, I had many different cars and I used to hang out with the guys and I used to watch them fix cars and it was so intriguing and I knew how to change my own tire and change my water pump and change my oil and
Really?
Yeah, because I got old cars, so there was a lot of problems. So then I'd hang out when the guys would fix things and they would tell me what to look for and stuff like that. But do I have an obsession with cars? Like, oh, I have to have this car or no. I don't have an obsession with specific cars as in brand name, but I do prefer pickup trucks.
Oh wow.
I don't know why.
Like an
pickup truck.
Isuzu or a Hilux, or
You
bigger
know,
ones.
I don't really care. It's got to have 4 wheels and the open back.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then
That's
I also
it.
don't mind SUVs because something about being higher or above everybody feels good.
Same. I love SUVs.
Yeah.
This is the lowest I've ever sat in a car.
Yeah. So, I had some friends with Lamborghinis and Ferraris and I never liked getting into them.
I'm sure.
And, not that I don't love the cars, but wearing heels and being very tall,
Yes.
I have to really get low to get in and then it's a struggle to get out.
I'm sure.
So it's like a tall person, girl
Problem.
thing. Yeah.
No, it's also a my dimension person thing.
Yeah.
I also happen to have issues getting into this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a self-proclaimed foodie, they say.
Foodie, yeah.
So what are your favorites?
Anything that's cooked well done.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty simple.
Yeah, I used to, okay, I'll tell you. I used to try anything and everything.
Okay.
Someone said, oh, let's go eat these snails. Okay, I'll try it.
Really?
I just wouldn't eat like roaches or something.
How are snails? Like
They're gooey. They taste good because in France they put a lot of butter and garlic, so it doesn't taste bad. Kind of chewy. I've tasted
Oh, is it?
alligator.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that tastes like chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
But I'm sure the texture is a little.
No, it tastes pretty good. Frog's legs taste like chicken too, but different. Like, yeah. I think kangaroo tasted gamey, like rubbery a bit.
Yeah.
And ostrich also.
Deer and kangaroo, I've been told, are
See, deer.
similar,
I
yeah.
had deer. I think I had horse meat in Bishkek, but I forgot what it tastes like. I don't think I ate it. I think I spit it out. I didn't think I like it. Horse
How
meat.
many countries
so
have you been
sad.
to?
Oh gosh, I never counted.
You should, no?
Yeah, I should. I've been to a lot of countries.
Do you have like those doubly bound passports?
So in America, once it expires, we don't keep it.
Ah.
Yeah, it gets canceled.
Yeah, you also have a US passport.
Yeah,
So like
yeah. So,
you
but
have a free pass to so many places.
Yes.
Privileges.
You should marry a U.S. or UK chick then? Are you
No,
married?
I'm married to an Indian.
Oh, sorry.
Bengali. No.
Well, you should send her off to marry someone else to get the passport, then
Wow,
divorce him,
so
and then
convenient.
bring her back.
For a
I mean,
passport? No,
I'm
okay.
a problem solver. I try to solve the problems. We can come up with ideas.
Yeah, no. She's a Bengali, and we love Bengali food.
Yes.
In the house. Have you
That's
had
good.
the
Mishti doi.
sweets?
Yes. Rasgulla. Yes.
Are you somebody who has a sweet tooth? Because I can see you salivating right now.
Yeah. Did you see that? I did. When I shot Rockstar.
Really
Yeah, but I
do
ate
some
everywhere. No one told me not to. Do you know how many hospitals I've been to during Rockstar?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I ate everything. Vada pav, gajar ka halwa in the clay pot, this, that. Anything that was on the street.
Pani puri.
Yes, anything. I ate it.
Kebabs,
because I was
tikka.
no fear. Nargis is here.
Wow, perfect.
But then Nargis was at the hospital or vomiting and all these other things are happening. But I still
Ouch.
I still ate because I didn't care because it was so good and
That's
I love
one way to
Indian
be.
food.
Yeah.
But now I care.
I'm sure. Yeah. Now you're
'cause-
much aware.
Yeah, because that was as I think about it, that was not fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is the mental photos and memories
Yeah,
that
I
pop
could see
in.
your face drop.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh God. There's things I would love to share with you, but then it's so inappropriate, and whoever watches this will be like, oh, gross, bro.
I know what you mean. Atif will give us some hotspot.
Yeah. I have a phone.
Oh,
want
you
some
also
of
can
mine?
give us a hotspot. Yes.
Okay. You know, I like this
The
phone.
Dubai journey. We are playing Habibi.
So I go to YouTube?
Yes. Oh, you can. But I'll play in the car.
Okay.
So if you give us, you can give me some hotspot.
Oh, yeah. Take my hotspot. What do? I turn it on,
Yes.
and it's...
What a brilliant password you have.
Don't tell
So
anyone.
difficult to kind of replicate. Hey, you'll have to do this for me because
God.
now the signal is green. I love that you can be a child sometimes.
Oh my God, and I love when I meet someone that allows me to be a child.
Yay!
I think a lot of people don't allow us to be ourselves. And they place judgment upon us and they wonder why they're acting like this. And I'm not so childish. I just want to have fun and I like to giggle and say silly things and
Yeah.
And if someone joins in, it's so much more fun.
I know exactly what you mean.
And you feel good.
True.
Yeah, I don't want to be uptight, like a stick up the butt or something.
Yeah.
Like some people are so afraid to like
Let loose.
let loose.
You should play that. It's all zeros.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good password.
Yes, just like your Wi-Fi password.
I know.
Wait, we'll have to get to them so that they get it from the outside as well.
Was it 1, 2? Wow, it is hot out there, huh?
It was so hot.
Like super hot.
And your
Yes.
dating life also has, not been. It was in the talks for a while and then
My
it wasn't.
dating
What
life
the
is
fuck was
always
that
in the
about?
talks. Always
Yeah,
in the talks.
why do you think so?
I think everyone's just curious. I don't know.
Hmm.
It used to be in the talks.
Yeah, there's this
But
whole.
I don't know. I think people are just gossipy
Yes, that's what.
and they want to know.
Like we spoke.
Or maybe like people want to know because they want to know if they have a chance. They're like, let me just see. We need to
Do
write
they have a
about-"
chance?
I mean, I'm not married.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there. I'm not married. I think an important part of relationship is to always be positive about your relationship.
That's true.
Yeah, because once you start crying and cribbing and focusing on negativity, it spirals and it creates a not nice feeling inside of you.
Yeah, it's like inflammation.
Yeah, but if you can stop yourself from like thinking negatively and just put it in a different perspective, like, oh, okay, I understand she must be overworked. She needs my help. Let me help her. She'll
That's
be happy.
true. That's true.
And most often, it is the fact. Someone just
or
needs help.
Before judging somebody, ask if they want to talk and if they need solutions or they just want to
Yes.
lend have an ear, listen to them.
Yes, exactly. That's a big thing. You know, that's a big thing with guys. I feel like guys always
If you
want
think
to
like,
problem
yeah,
solve.
solution, yes, no.
But we just want to talk about stuff. You know, I wish that they would have taught us when we were younger about the differences in male and female, because then we might get along better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think mostly with women, they just tell us you have to get married and you have to be like this and the husband is like this and you just have to like listen.
That's true.
And you have to deal with it. And that's the way they are.
And that's not how it's supposed to be.
But it's not, and it doesn't have to be that way.
But all of this can
Yes.
be discussed on this show called The Male Feminist on How to Fly.
Oh, yes.
So when we're back in Dubai, I'm going to call you.
You're going to call
and
me,
we'll
but you're
just
not the
chill
host
next
of
to-
that.
I am.
You
I
are
am the
also?
Male Feminist. Yeah.
Are you really?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, so you do this show and that show?
Yes.
That's really awesome.
Yeah. We wanted the world to evolve with us, so that we said, okay, why not?
That's really good. So, have you had a lot of interesting people on there?
Yeah, a lot of interesting women.
Really? An interesting insight.
100%.
I should probably just check it out.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I will do that.
But thank you so much for being on
Okay.
the Dubai journey.
Thank you.
Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to Mashable Middle East and Mashable India if you're watching it there.
Thank you, folks, at Yousco Car Rental and One Click Drive.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It revs like a total badass.
Yeah, I
Anna?
like the color.
Thank you.
I think it definitely makes statement.
No, for sure.
Definitely when you were coming to pick me up and I saw this blue Corvette, I said, oh, that's a cool guy.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is me, Sid, signing off. Nargis, do you want to say something?
Bye, guys. I hope
Bye.
you enjoy this.